Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Dungeon Souls. So I'm just kind of looking at the game for a bit before we get started. I'm not entirely sure how long this episode's going to run. I'm probably going to play let's play the Ranger. I just wanted to take a look at things. So first and foremost, I just realized that the Destroyer has 0 magic and 0 resistance, which really isn't that big of a deal, except for, you know, the Chakram, or Chakar, does an additional 50% magic damage. Which kind of is rough, because that pretty much means it's kind of worthless now. Since there are very few magic boosting items, all of the mage classes are kind of worthless? I don't know. Like, I want to see more of it, obviously, but I'm a little bit leery of how this game is going to work with the new systems. So I'm gonna intentionally, or I guess I'm just going to play as... Oh, those are the fireball traps. Neat. A little bit of accuracy too. I'm probably gonna focus my efforts specifically on characters that do physical damage for the time being, even though I think that's gonna end up being a bit of a mistake as well, just because there's no healing anymore. I don't know. Really just kind of boils down to the question of, well, what are the new changes gonna be? How are they going to balance this out? I like the idea of the magic stat. I think it's interesting, but I think with the way the game is balanced now and the removal of healing potions and stuff, the idea of, like, a magic stat being a separate thing, honestly is kind of meaningless. I'm trying to remember, like, is there a reason to have a magic stat in, like, any game, or is it just better to have basic attack damage? I personally don't see the point at all. If you're gonna have magic damage, have it be a separate thing that only items give you. And, you know, have all, I mean, if you notice when you look at my stats, we've got 10 plus 2. Have that plus 2 be the quote-unquote magic damage, and have it not be, like, a class-specific thing, I think. Okay, let's do extra damage. That really is not worth it. Unless the arrow, unless buffing my main shot increases my arrow shot damage, it might actually. So by putting points into, my tier 1 trait, or my just basic arrow shot, I think that increases the damage of my special abilities, which actually could be really cool. Alright, so I'm going to be putting some points into resistance and some points into... Really? Just give me a healing potion? It feels kind of like a jip. I don't feel like that should be a thing. I don't feel like silver and gold chests should ever give you just basic potions. That feels so just lame. Not even fun. Okay, note to self, should probably put my next point I get into the arrow storm. Otherwise, I'm just going to be wasting my time here. Okay, so obviously we're kind of in this, like, weird doghouse zone where, like, damage we take might be magic, might not be. Thank you. Potion of Risk. You could have actually been a bit of a problem there. We'll go with the Madu Buckler. And we get the wings. Okay, so we're getting some basic stuff here. Oh, the butterfly wings are a use item. Well, at least the effects haven't changed. Like, it still does the exact same thing as it used to. It's just a use item. That works for me. I just really wish it worked better. And yeah, I also hope that the developers find some kind of solution to the whole healing potion thing. I am totally down to clown with the idea of, like, the complete removal of healing potions, but they're going to have to rebalance the game really heavily, because currently it's balanced in favor of using healing potions whenever you're hurt. And, like, in this case, the potions on the ground that just heal you. Okay, those are good, those work. But the green ones, they still drop. I mean, it's a very real possibility that I'm going to... Actually, I should probably pull up the map. There's a very real possibility I'm going to, go into a fight and... Or, like, open up a chest and get a green potion. And it's going to be like, well, that was worthless for me in every way, shape, or form. And that kind of sucks. I don't know. Really, a lot of these are probably things that they thought about, didn't think about, and will get fixed eventually. Like there, we just got a green potion. Not that it really hurt us that much, because we got a lot of other basic stuff, but still. Okay, stats are looking decent at the very least. A couple of hammers, clubs. Very basic equipment here. Oh, let's just toss a... Never mind, I was going to toss a whirlwind at him. Not a big deal. At least this character in and of itself is pretty freaking ridiculous. Then again, fast attack speed, long range, and decent accuracy work well in conjunction with each other. The problem is when we get into, like, crazy combat. That's where we're going to run into issues. Oh, well, not the end of the world. Like, also, see? bunch of potions. Never going to be able to use them because they just literally don't exist in the game. Somebody was saying that they're just not in the game anymore. And I'm like, well, you can't use them, but they are 110% in the game. Oh, hey, the little destructibles are actually destructible again. There were like these kind of weird slime things. These things, the eggs, they weren't breakable in the previous patch, and I was kind of confused as to why. But I guess they have hitboxes again and can be broken. I'm curious about why they weren't breakable, but you know what? It's not really a question that I'd really need answered. It's just kind of like a, huh, situation. Okay, so it does look like we've got primetime slime time here. I'm not sure how much I desire primetime slime time. On one hand, it would give me some keys. I guess if I do it until I have enough silver keys, that probably seems like a good idea. Anything more than that would probably be excessive. I also have no idea how many enemies actually do physical damage versus resistance. Like, was that magic? Is this magic damage I'm taking? Is it not? I don't know. Because I have no idea if the developers switched all the enemies' magic damage. See, a health potion. Restore a small amount of HP. Oh! Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm wrong. You know those green potions that we're getting? They do actually heal you when you pick them up. Okay, so I am wrong about that. But it still does feel like the game is... Okay, yeah, I'll totally fess up. I'm in the wrong. I should have been paying more attention to that one. But I will still say certain fights seem like they're going to be wildly impossible without the inclusion of some kind of HP, like a better HP system, or reduced enemy damage. Really, a lot of these problems I think would be solved if later on enemies didn't do so much damage. Specifically the final boss, the freaky head thing. If that only did, you know, maybe 40 damage. Well, not 40 damage. If it only did like 10 damage per hit, that'd be fine. Certain classes would probably be able to heal right through it, but that's probably after a certain amount. Or really, I guess if defense and magic resistance were much more effective, I think that would maybe be preferable. Because like currently, I can have like 100 defense and still take 50 damage from certain enemy strikes, which is really freaking rough. Like you don't want that. It's not good. Obviously, because you know characters' health doesn't go up, and so the lack of healing becomes super apparent when fighting like long drawn out battles against enemies that do crazy damage. Because it's like there's just nothing I can do here. Also, are there no chests on this level? Is it just me or the slime level is just devoid of chests now? I don't know, they're not devoid of keys. We're getting a lot of golden keys here. I'm going with that. Okay, so well, let's primetime slime time for just a little bit. Let's just kind of accept the universe as it is and make the most of it. Like the game is still fairly playable. It's just I think the boss encounters in later levels need rebalancing. Cuz in retrospect, like the idea of hoarding health potions and like buffing health potions seems ridiculous. And in fact, I would say counter to like making this a good roguelike. It removes a lot of the risk because you've got such a good fallback. It's just anything that can insta-give you. Okay, you know what? That's it. Okay, so I don't even mind that the boss does so much damage. It's that it's almost impossible to avoid him with the way hitboxes and stuff work in this game. Like, Nuclear Throne is all about the dodging and the, you know, avoiding hits and the, you know, the high chance of death if you get shot too much. I'm 100% down with it. That seems perfectly fine to me. The thing is, this game doesn't do that well. I mean, to be fair, nothing's really shooting at me anymore. But fighting against, like, the last bosses, it's very easy for me to get, like, trapped and mauled by just multiple hits or the fact that he summons another boss to work with him. Okay. I think we've primetime slime time enough. We've got nothing but golden keys, weirdly enough. Plus we might get another slime level along the way. I don't know. I actually just accidentally activated it. Whatever. Not a big deal. But, so if it was a lot more like intentional dodging, like big slow projectiles, small fast projectiles that don't do much damage, I could be okay with that. But oftentimes it's like a billion projectiles that good luck dodging, and they mess you up something fierce. Oh right, I forgot. Redeemer actually does fuck tons of damage, so let's not be there anymore. Let's see if we get anything cool. We do, actually. We get some pretty good stuff. Another butterfly wing. Unfortunately, use items. I feel like use items should pull from an item pool. I actually feel like this game needs a, like, Isaac-style item pool system. Just because, hey, it is another Prime Time Slime Time level if we want to do that. Got a lot of golden keys here, though. I'll think about it. Oh, what do we got from this? Boxing gloves and compasses. Alright. But, so, like, if you found the butterfly wings once already, you don't find it repeatedly over the course of the dungeon. Jesus. It wants me to have all the golden keys in the world. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain at all. But, I think it would actually be a nice feature. I guess a nice limitation of, like, you can find use items once per loot, or, like, maybe occasionally in a shop somewhere. But very rarely will it, like, drop again from enemies. Same thing with unique items. Like, I really like how Binding of Isaac handles item pools, that, like, certain items will show up in duplication, but rarely, and only because they're special. I think that is, like, a wonderful setup, and this game doesn't have that, obviously. Lots of games don't have that, but I remember in, like, Risk of Rain getting really angry. It's like, I need anything but use items, and you have given me nothing but use items. This is the epitome of worthless, given the situation. Okay, I am digging the, I'm digging Archer in its current incarnation, especially at rank 5. The stats are worthless, in fact. I don't think his stats compete very well with, say, the Nightblades or even the Warriors. But then again, he's a ranged character, go figure. I think maybe what it should be is the like, quote-unquote leather-wearing characters have a better balance of, like, magic and physical. The mage characters have more magic defense than physical, and the plate wearers have a little bit of both, or just a decent amount of both. I find that one kind of hard to tell. It's just one of those. It's like, I'm not sure how magic defense is going to get. I guess the magic stat is even going to get intermingled into this game, because the problem is, we've already got a lot of items that boost defense, and so, like, getting the item pools balanced properly so you have enough of both is kind of hard to work with. I'm not really sure how to do that one properly. I don't know. Okay, here's the question. So that's more arrows or longer pentuple arrow. Or we can just go for an extra 8% damage. Might even just be 7. Let's do that. That's 4 seconds. It does not increase the number of arrows we shoot, unfortunately. But it does increase the duration that we are shooting for. I'll think on that one. Either way, we're doing fairly well, all things considered. I'm just hoping I can get enough power to... Don't we already have a golden hand? I think we do. Oh, I paired it. Nice. Might as well pick up what we can here. Get a lot. Might as well go with the Berserker's Ring, because that's going to wreck him fast. Berserker's Ring is perfect, and now we've got the crit combo going, so we're going to be moving hella quick all the time, which is kind of a bit of a... It's a bit of a double-edged sword, honestly. But it's not a bad double-edged sword. But yeah, I really wish it wouldn't dump so many... Yeah! Like, it dumps a lot of green potions to heal you back up, but, like, I feel like it should mainly give you equipment there. I have not seen a whole lot of good green items here. Or blues. Maybe the gear distribution has been rebalanced, so you're mostly getting, you know, higher level stuff later on in the game, so you're not just, like, ungodly powerful early on to give this game a better like, difficulty curve. That kind of makes sense. I'm glad I got the bow. The Death's Bow and Arrow is handy, especially on this character. Like, we've already got this run solid. I'm trying to think of, like, balancing difficulty. Balancing difficulty in any game is rough. I guess the point is, after a certain point, I should start playing on the higher difficulties. Just straight up. That makes sense. Let's buy the medicinal herb. Madhu Buckler. More archery. Okay. So, Redeemer's coming in shortly. I think we've got just a little bit of time. Unfortunately, I'm slow. Because the poison? I have no idea. Either way, do not have any silver keys. I do have the ability to go to Tinseltown. No, but we're not going to Tinseltown because the boss doesn't even drop items anymore. It's kind of offset by the fact that you get a whole set of levels, but considering one of those enemy types is super risky to fight, I don't really feel like it. So let's just not and say we didn't. We're getting gold keys aplenty. Not much for silver though. Surprising. Usually it's the reverse. But I can't complain. I would much rather have a bunch of gold keys than silver keys, considering the prevalence of both and basic benefits. Okay. Should probably find the shop before I get out of here. Shop in the golden chest. When we find the golden chest, we get the soul jar, detonator, and another golden key. And we get more damage. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, that was it. We haven't found the shop yet. Could be worse. So I don't remember what the soul jar specifically does. I want to say that the soul jar... Let's go with the healer's book. I want to say that the soul jar gives you, health on kill, kind of. Oh, I see. It counts down. What the... Oh! The crystal boss has actually just been replaced with Lady... What's her face? And she didn't drop a chest. So it doesn't matter. Okay, so I guess go to Tinseltown every time. All the time. Doesn't even matter. Well, that's frustrating. That seems like the kind of bug you can hotfix instead of, like, waiting to fix until later. I just realized I have 170 health on this guy. That's actually really good. That's really good. Okay, Thief's Book, Thief's Book. Well, might as well go with Thief's Book. Because everything else is useless. Gonna give me something cool? The answer is no. See, this is why I feel like there should be item pools. Because I've got if you're gonna have a lot of, like, duplicate items showing up, either have them stack, which I think actually a lot of the items could stack if the developers wanted to. The burning effect looks really nice now, too. So for example, the bouncing brain maybe either changes the threshold by a small amount, or the amount of attack speed you have at lower health. Like that, I think both of those would actually be equally viable here, because I'm getting a lot of bouncing brains. And for all I care, like once they balance things out, so like, you know, items have item pools, so you're getting only useful things for you. I'd totally be okay with this game like getting harder, but that is what actually, you know what, that is the point. I'm almost complaining about these things because I want a solid experience, not a frustrating experience when going up onto, you know, hard mode and stuff like that, especially because hard mode is just flat out evil. Oh well. But I think there's a very real possibility that we will stop playing lower difficulties soon and only focus on the higher ones, just because A, there are higher ones, and B, because, let's be honest here, this is kind of easy. It's enjoyable, it's relaxing, but it is senselessly and comically stress-free up until the very end. And even then, like, this game is so, like, instant death, it doesn't matter. Like Nuclear Throne, you can kind of see it coming. This game is just like, all of a sudden you've just taken so much damage and are dead. But who knows? We'll at the very least be able to beat the Soul Keeper. That's always a nice thing. I mean, we might not. But I'm feeling like we're gonna get lucky in that regard. Also, I'd say I'm also trying to save my money for this one, but I'm really not. Let's buy the magnet. As well, make it easier on myself. Thornmail, perfect. But I don't even know how we're healing so fast. Oh, it's the soul jar, probably. Though my health regen is pretty solid. Oh, that's not a butterfly wing. That's a zombie tooth, which apparently does something new. Nope, it doesn't. Okay. I thought I heard that it had a new effect, and I was confused. Redeemer has arrived. I really wish it said the Redeemer has, like, awoken or something. It feels odd otherwise, for whatever reason. Okay, let's just quickly destroy our way through everything and fight this bastard. We get that. That's useful. Jeez, he's going down. We have a very real chance at wasting him. Ooh, especially if we pick this stuff up. Specifically the Barbarian book. That is always handy. Oh, wrong item. Perfect. Okay, let's get out of here. We're out of fancy keys, so we're pretty much limited to what we bring in with us. It's kind of a shame, but you know what? No big surprise. Our defense is surprisingly high. I want to say that enemies still only do physical damage. Could be wrong about that. And the magic damage is only mainly being focused on for the players. Could be wrong. I have no idea. Either way, though, could be worse. This shop is just worthless. We don't even have to deal with that. Okay. I'm digging tier 5 ranger though. Oh, they rebalanced the dragon damage. Dragons are not nearly as threatening as they used to be. At least I didn't just get insta-gibbed by sets of dragons. That said, we are definitely taking a lot more damage than we'd like. But that's where Soul Jar and the Beaker come in, because I think I've got both, and they make a massive difference in terms of like healing. Terrible against bosses, which I think is maybe part of the complication. Because I feel like bosses are where things are supposed to be hard, and usually they're just like stupid damage and then you're dead. I don't know. Well, at least we get to kill everything before they even enter the room. Okay, good. We don't have those like creepy head things. Those probably would kill us. We do move fast enough that it might not be a problem, but I do feel like they would completely smoke us if given the chance. Actually surprised at how well we're doing given this situation. I figured everything would be, we'd be dead. Turns out no. Okay. Well, that's good. Okay, leave me alone. Flies. And nice thing is I do really high amounts of damage. Let's get this silver key. It's worth a lot. Kind of wanted to save that money for opening stuff up. Oh well. Cooldown reduction is 10%. I wish I understood how cooldown reduction specifically worked in this game. I don't know. You guys are terrifying. Probably should have activated the circle before triggering that one. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. Was that the last circle? Nope, we've got one more. Oh god! There's 5 dragons in here. That's a lot of dragons. That's an unacceptable amount of dragons. Okay, do we have any potions I can go quaff quick? Here we go. Unfortunately, it's accompanied by dragon. Okay, we leave before bad things happen to us. We've got a fair amount of natural health regen. Okay. Maybe he's not as bad as I thought he was. It's... You know what? I think that might be kind of the Jesus... That's some damage. We're dead. Yeah. Okay, so first and foremost, if you're gonna switch this game over to be bullet helly, making all of the characters move faster is pretty much necessary. Because right there, it was hard for me to like dodge out of the way, especially with the natural like stuns and slows that most enemies do to you. You end up just getting put in the line of fire, and there's no way I could have healed from that. Like literally, there's no healing in the middle of a boss fight, and especially against that 2-phase boss fight, there's no way to beat him. So that's kind of why I'm avoiding higher difficulties, even though I'm sure things would go well. It would be kind of a meaningless experience, because if we don't have a chance against this guy in normal mode, we definitely don't have a chance against him in the end. But the rest of, like, getting up to this guy was comically easy. I don't think I was ever in danger. So I just think we need some serious balancing and maybe some kind of active healing or maybe less boss damage. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Iframes would probably make a massive difference. Either way, though, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Dungeon Souls. I know this was a bit quick, but this is not even being streamed, so go figure. So I'll see you guys then, and as always, thanks for watching.